What's up, everybody? Mike here, and in this video, I've got some news about Path of Exile 2. Unfortunately, getting a delay. It's not a big delay, which is good, but still a delay nonetheless because they want to get some issues fixed with the game that, is apparently an issue right now, mainly with the online aspect of it. And they could launch it, but it would be filled with a lot of mistakes. And this dev does not want to have a early access version released with a lot of mistakes. So got details on that to talk about here in this video. And I know this is probably like one of the biggest games that a lot of people are looking forward to. It's this early access coming out. Obviously, it's not the full game, not the 1.0 version, but honestly, I'm looking forward to this as well because this is to a lot of people, and myself included, like pretty much, I guess, in some ways, what Diablo 4 should have been with what they're doing with the game mechanics and other features of the game. So this article comes from IGN, originally reporting on it. Path of Exile 2 early access release date has been pushed by 3 weeks from November 15th to December 6th. Game director Jonathan Rogers appeared in a very apologetic Twitter video to announce the delay. So actually the true source was on the Twitter of Path of Exile, and he is saying that he is really sorry about this one, as he understands fans have booked time off work and so on based on the old release date. But we just have to do it, he goes into. And then he also continues saying that it isn't really the game itself that we're behind on. It's a bunch of server side infrastructure work that has taken us a lot longer than we expected. He explained he didn't realize how much work was involved in making both the original game and Path of Exile 2 compatible, so things like players' paid content isn't lost. He wants to make sure that they have to get everything perfect so nobody loses anything they paid for and nobody has their account broken either. He says he actually believes that they could have possibly have made the original launch date, but he's no longer confident we could do without making mistakes. Those looking forward to Path of Exile 2 can at least expect a stream with major updates in around 4 weeks' time, meaning roughly like November 26th. And for those that don't know, Path of Exile 2 is a sequel to the beloved free-to-play action role-playing game from Grinding Gear Games, coming to PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. It's set years after the original Path of Exile. Up to 6 players can return to the dark world of a class together and seek to end the corruption that is spreading. I think that's more than the original as well. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but yeah, because I think the first game you can only have like a 4-person party at most, and this one you can have 6. And the other thing too is they're not going to end any type of like content for the first game. They're essentially going to keep making content for both these games. The first game's still going to get more seasons and extra content along with Path of Exile 2. So at least for now, anyway. I remember reading about that beforehand, and honestly, this does suck. I'm looking forward to this. I'm still looking forward to this, but it's good that it's not a huge delay. Like it's not like 3, 6 months or even a year. And it's understandable that they want to get the server side infrastructure together, make sure it's good, because that's definitely one of the things that can kill a game on launch day, whether it's early access or not. If you have bad servers, bad online, people are not going to want to play your game flat out. That's just the reality. Or if the online is just not fun, the online play. I mean, look what happened with Concord. I hate to use that as an example, but that was a game that didn't really have a lot of buzz behind it. Was very like, generic looking and feeling and stuff like that. And online, it had some issues with the online and how the characters felt in that game and the gameplay and things like that. So yeah, like you don't want another Concord situation, and I don't think any dev wants that. So honestly, this is a smart move, and even though it sucks and you need to apologize, things like that, at least he's letting people know. And I'd rather them cook. Let them cook. Let them get it right. Even in, it's early access, and technically early access versions of games like this should be treated as like sort of like a beta phase in a sense. There's going to be probably some issues and bugs, things like that, that I have to be tweaked and worked on and ironed out, things like that. But I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully the pricing is not too bad. I don't think they've released a price yet for the early access version, so I definitely want to try and get it. I want to stream it, make content around this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to play. You know, I like these Diablo likes. I'm glad we got other games like Diablo out there that can help fill that void, you know, because a lot of people are still upset at Diablo 4 and we'll go back to it, things like that. Even though it did get a lot of updates recently, and the major update with the new expansion, things like that, fixed a lot of stuff, overhauled the game basically. Uh, but there's other games out there. You know, you got Path of Exile 1 still, it's going strong. Yeah, Path of Exile 2 is about to drop early access. You also got Last Epoch that dropped earlier in its full 1.0. And I actually got to go back to that game. But yeah, like a lot of good stuff here and cool things to look forward to. Still a little bit dry as far as like big games. I would say the next month or two, it'll start picking back up. I want to say into January, definitely February. Unless we get some other announcements, I'm looking forward to Game Awards to see what happens with that. And if there's any other announcements before Game Awards that occurs, that's like really huge and industry changing things like that. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Are you upset about this? Do you understand? Are you looking forward to this game still nonetheless? Let me know. Love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like and subscribe if you're new. My name's Mike. Thanks for watching.